I told you that the reason the iPhone 17 commands a sky premium price in 2025 has very little to do with just advanced technology or better features. It's not just about the latest camera or the fastest chip or even sleek new design. Instead, it's about carefully crafted business strategy that turns millions of customers into loyal followers willing to pay extra year after year. Today, we are going to break down why Apple continues to dominate the smartphone market and keep prices their iPhones at a level most other brands can only dream of. And by the end of this video, you will have much deeper understanding of whether you really should buy an iPhone 17 or just keep your money. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications because every day we upload deep dive videos on business strategies, technology breakdowns, and industry secrets that most people won't tell you. Now, let's get started. The first and foremost is the power of branding that were used by Apple. Apple is not just a tech company, it's one of the most powerful brands in the world. Their marketing strategy is built on creating an aura of exclusivity, status, and premium style. Unlike other competitors that try to sell specifications or price wars, Apple doesn't compete that way. Instead, they sell an experience. When you buy an iPhone, you are not just buying a smartphone, you are buying a symbol of status, design elegance, and reliability. Over the years, Apple has trained millions of customers to believe that iPhones are superior, not just in specs, but in overall experience. That's a huge reason why they can charge upwards of $1,200 or more for the iPhone 17 today. And the next one is ecosystem lock-in. And the key reason behind iPhone's premium pricing is seamlessly ecosystem. Apple has built over the past decade, from iCloud to AirPods, Apple Watches, MacBooks, and even services like Apple Music and Apple Pay. Everything is interconnected in a way that makes switching to another brand seems like hassle. Once you are in the ecosystem, the friction to live becomes high. So, Apple's pricing strategy doesn't just rely on hardware sales, but on the recurring revenue from services, accessories, and app purchases that keep customers locked in year after year. Now, we take a look at whether Apple had a cutting-edge innovation or not. While Apple doesn't claim to innovate with every new release, the iPhone 17 isn't drastically different from the iPhone 16 or even the iPhone 15. The improvements are often iterative, a slightly better camera, marginally faster processor, a few new software features. However, Apple's genius lies in convincing consumers that these small upgrades are revolutionary. It's a classic psychological strategy. Create perceived value where the actual difference is minimal. Most people doesn't actually need these upgrades, but the marketing makes them feel they do. Now, take a look at supply chain and manufacturing. Apple invests billions in its supply chain, ensuring high quality, efficient manufacturing, and strong relationships with suppliers. This allows them to maintain consistent availability of their device globally and maintain high profit margin. Apple is not the cheapest to produce, but they create a perception that every dollar you spend brings exceptional build quality and premium support. In fact, many components in an iPhone sourced at competitive prices, yet they price the final product in a way that maintains massive profitability. So, what are the psychological price anchor for Apple? Have you ever noticed now the iPhone 17's pricing makes the older models look more affordable by comparison? This is no accident. Apple intentionally prices their newest model at a high point so that the older iPhones look like a bargain. Despite still being very expensive, it's called the anchoring effect in psychology, and Apple mastered this game better than almost any company in the world. Now, let's get real. You really need to buy an iPhone 17 in 2025. Most tech experts will tell you that unless you are someone who absolutely depends on cutting-edge features, let's say a professional photographer, a tech enthusiast, or someone who works in the Apple ecosystem, an iPhone from 2 or 3 generations ago will work perfectly fine. But the truth is, the price you pay is rarely justified by performance, improvements, or innovative leaps. Instead, you are paying for branding, ecosystem convenience, and social status. If you are someone who uses a smartphone just for messaging, social media, occasional photos, streaming videos, there are many cheaper alternatives that offer the same functionality without the premium price tag. So, what are the business strategies behind the pricing? At the heart of this strategy is Apple's desire to maintain high profit margins while controlling consumer expectations. By focusing on limited number of models, maintaining tight control over supply, and making software updates available for older models, Apple ensures their customers feel supported even if they don't upgrade every year. They have designed the businesses so that upgrading is desirable, not necessary. That's the genius of this system. Their pricing isn't based on component cost, but on perceived value, customer loyalty, and psychological pricing strategies that keeps millions coming back. So next, you see the iPhone 17 being promoted as the ultimate smartphone, remember, it's not just about what's inside the box. It's about the power of brand perception, ecosystem, entrapment, and clever business tactics. The real question isn't whether you can afford an iPhone 17, but whether you should. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends who might be about to buy the next iPhone without knowing the whole story. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think the iPhone 17 is worth it or just a marketing ploy? Until next time, stay smart, stay curious, and keep questioning.